Hello. I want to talk about some tips and how I found my relationship partner as a person with autism. Well, as you know, I'm married to a wonderful wife. Her name's Elakara, and I want to talk about how I went about finding this relationship as a way to provide tips for those of you that are also trying to find relationships. Sharing my own personal experiences and how I found my partner. It's common for many people on the autism spectrum, as well as people with ADHD and other people in the neurodiverse community, to want to find romantic relationships. And that's a normal thing. Everybody wants to feel loved. So I want to share my insight on how I found my romantic partner. First off, it wasn't easy. It took a lot of work. Finding a relationship can be a struggle sometimes. However, I right off the bat will also say that it doesn't mean you won't find a partner. As long as you just keep on to it, keep trying, don't give up, believe that you can find a relationship. Now, with that out of the way, I want to talk about some tips that I found helpful to maximize the chances with the prior mindset that I already told you, with just believing that you can find a partner. Because, yeah, that's the most important part. But with that, go out in the community, pound the pavement. The more you go out and search for your partner, the higher the chance you'll find your partner. It may sound like common sense, but a lot of people have this belief where that if they expect that they wait, they'll expect that the partner will just fall in their lap, and it doesn't work that way. You have to actively go out. You have to actively search, whether it's going out to the downtown in your local community, volunteering in some events, or looking online for partners. These are all ways to help you find relationships. Well, let me talk about first finding relationships in the community first. Online dating sites is an option, and I want to talk about that briefly. I don't want to burst your bubble or anything or discourage you, but online dating sites isn't the best way to find a date. Now, I'm not going to say you won't find a potential date or a potential partner, potential marriage. However, the chances is actually a lot more slim than you think if you haven't used online dating sites before. I do recommend giving it a shot. However, you're most likely going to find that you're going to get rejected a lot by different people. And I just want to tell you that when you get rejected, it isn't because of you. Don't take it personally. It's just the nature of these sites. The track record isn't that great. The experience isn't that great. However, you still could find a partner, and I've met people who have found a partner. But just go into it understanding that the chances isn't too high, but it is an option. A better option is looking for local meetup group in your local community. You can find local meetup groups of all different types in your local community, and you can find them through the yellow pages if you want to be old school, but the best way is finding them online. There's this one website called meetup.com where it's like a social media type site that will actually, you can type in a keyword such as one of your interests, and it will find groups pertaining to that type of interest. I would recommend finding as many meetup groups as you can in your local area. And then once you find meetup groups in your local area, then I'd recommend finding more meetup groups in your surrounding communities, anywhere where you can drive to or ride your bike to or take a bus. Because the more meetup groups you attend, the higher chance you'll meet more people. I would recommend writing a list of all your interests and then search for groups with those interests. Another way you can meet more people, potential dates and partners, is keep an eye out or ear out for events in your local community. Like if it's Christmas time, try to join Christmas events in your local community, like the Christmas tree lighting or Christmas parades. Or if it's 4th of July, try to attend some fireworks shows around the area. Even if you don't find a date, you'll have a lot of fun. So you're not wasting time there. If you're in college, join as many extracurricular activities as you can. Again, find activities that pertain to your interests. You'll most likely meet a lot of friends there and potential partners. Also, if you're struggling with certain kind of classes, join some study groups, tutor lab. You'll find some regulars that attend these sort of events. Also, keep a lookout for any kind of places where you might find some people regularly that's outside of the normal suggestive list that people tell you to find people, like a park. If you love going to the park to unwind, or you like to walk your dog at the park, keep a lookout for people that go to these places regularly. And finally, I'm not going to make this dating tip video about religion or anything, but if you do follow religion, churches are a great place to find partners. A lot of churches have a lot of events going on, and they help the community where you can constantly interact with people. I kind of went through a phase for my life where I joined Unity Church, where I found my partner. We started hanging out. We didn't even expect that we were going to be in a relationship at first. We were just always kind of friends, but then all of a sudden, just one day, we kind of started realizing we liked each other more than friends, and it was really neat. We just kind of fell in love, but we always kind of liked each other as friends for almost 10 years prior. Um, I even talked to her about my own personal challenges I faced when trying to find other relationships that didn't quite go so well. With that said, I tried dating many women. I went out to the clubs and met some people downtown and went on different dates. As you've probably heard, Thomas Edison, when he invented the light bulb, he made almost 1,000 attempts before he finally got the light bulb right. Like, he basically failed 1,000 times and just kept trying. Many people will give up after the fifth date for a while and feel discouraged. Well, that's the thing. You gotta not give up. Each setback on a date is really a learning experience. It's very important to be thick-skinned. It's very important to learn how to take rejection, because rejection is a normal thing that everybody experiences when they date. The trick is just not to take that rejection personally. Most of the time, a person rejects you isn't a personal thing. It just simply means that they are not the right match. And it's good to know that now, because if you ended up getting a relationship with the wrong match, then things will be worse down the road. So, rejection is a good thing. And try not to take it personally, because usually it's not about you, it's about them. Everybody you meet counts. Even if you meet a guy, meeting guy friends will help you find lady friends, potential dates. Even meeting women friends that you aren't interested or wouldn't get married, or aren't interested in you, it's still not a waste of time, because that will help you meet other people. Networking is a key. The more people you meet, the more that will increase the chances of meeting other people. So, events as well as meeting other people, and then just don't give up. I want to say this is really important. Try working on loving yourself. If there's any insecurity you have, try to work on that. Any kind of trauma, childhood trauma you have, try to work through the childhood trauma. Try to see a therapist. Um, Try to work on some inner child work. That's a huge tool to let go of childhood trauma. Try to build a better relationship with your inner child. A good parent to inner child relationship that will definitely help let go of past trauma. If you've been raised by any toxic parents or been bullied in school, that has caused you to have a improper thinking about yourself and others, releasing your childhood trauma, if you have childhood trauma that you're carrying with, will definitely help. But that's not gonna like make or break finding a relationship. You can still find relationships if you have trauma, but you'll have better relationships. You'll have a better chance of better relationships if you heal from the childhood trauma. Now, the most important thing I want to leave at the very end that will help you find a relationship and keep a relationship and find the partner that is most meant for you, and that is being yourself. Now, this might sound kind of cliche, but this is really important when it comes to relationships and finding a partner. The reason why is because when you are yourself, you'll increase your chances of finding that right match for you. If you aren't yourself, and it's just not going to work out, and then your partner is not going to love you for who you are, who you really are, and It's disappointing, and it's not fair to anybody. So just let go of your fear of trying to fit in or take the mask off and be you. Because the more you be you, the better chance you're going to find that partner that's right for you, because that person will know you for who you are. And if that person loves you for who you are, then perfect. Well, I hope this video is helpful. If you have any other ideas that you found that is helpful in finding a relationship, like if you have a relationship and you want to share some ideas that helped you, definitely comment. Well, I hope this is helpful, and thanks for watching.